In this video, I'll be showing how to install front door woofers and tweeters in a 2022 Hyundai Elantra N. To begin, you'll need to remove two small screws. The first one is located on the side of the door panel. The screw has a small cover that needs to be removed first. The second screw is located inside the bottom of the door handle. Again, it is hidden by a cover. Next, you'll need to remove the corner sail panel. Using a plastic trim tool, start prying at the top of the panel and work your way towards the bottom until the panel pops off completely. You're now ready to remove the door panel. Starting at the bottom corner, use your pry tool and begin popping up the panel. There are 10 retaining clips holding the door panel in place. After the panel has been separated from the door, you'll need to unplug the tweeter's wiring harness. Then, unhook the door handle line, and finally remove the plugs for the door switches. There will be 2 on the driver's side and 1 on the passenger side. To remove the woofer, you'll need to remove 3 screws holding the woofer in place and unhook the wiring harness. You've already unhooked the tweeter's wiring harness, so all that's left is to remove the 2 screws holding the tweeter in place. For the replacement speakers, I chose to go with Focal's Universal series of component speakers. The 2 main deciding factors for going with these speakers was 1, ease of installation. The speakers come with inline crossovers instead of a single large crossover box. And 2, I love the way that they sound. The inline crossovers make installation easier, allowing for the speakers to show the amplifier a 2 ohm load. This is because the factory speakers are each 4 ohms, which are wired in parallel, showing a 2 ohm load to the amplifier. The woofers will need a Metra Ford 825605 bracket. This is due to the fact that Hyundai does not have a specific bracket made for its speakers at this time. I had to remove the inner plastic tabs for the speakers that I used. I also had to drill a hole in the side of the bracket for the wires. You'll need to tap into the green and orange wires since there's no wire adapter for this car. I've included a wiring guide. Please feel free to pause the video and look the guide over. Make sure to use Tesa or fabric tape for your wires to hold them together and prevent rattles. Also, you'll want to use foam tape on the top and bottom of the speaker bracket and on top of the speaker to ensure a good seal. Finally, it's time to install the tweeter. The tweeter will need a bracket. A bracket is not made for Hyundai at this time, so I was able to use a Toyota bracket instead. Depending on the size of your tweeter, you may need to trim the bracket. I used my Dremel to trim the bracket to fit the 1-inch tweeter that I had. I also had to add a hole in the bracket to allow for the top screw to be installed. Due to the thickness of the bracket, I had to replace the factory screws with 2 number 8-32 by 1/2 inch machine screws. Like the woofer, wrap the wires in Tesa tape. You will probably need to use a couple of zip ties to clean up the wires. With the tweeter completed, now simply reverse the installation process and enjoy your new speakers. Thanks for watching. I've included a link in the description for all the items used in the install. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.